They are all around us. Millions of Barcode warriors and wizards waiting to fight. Waiting for Barcode Battler to free their awesome power.
Free the power!
But be warned, nobody knows what's really out there. The battle has just begun. Barcode Battler.
Free the power!
And now, thanks to the kind generosity of Darren Smith, we have one too. Thank you, Darren. You're awesome. Released in 1991, the Barcode Battler, as its name suggests, is a system based on battling characters, but with a twist. The information about the characters was kept on, you guessed it, barcodes. The system had a 5-year model run, finding popularity in Japan, but in other markets became a massive flop. This failure has been put down to many reasons, including the release of the very popular Game Boy.
Comes with the outrageous new game, Tetris.
And Game Gear.
The Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack, a color portable Game Gear, carrying case, and 2 hit games, Sonic 2, and the Majors Pro Baseball.
To which it bore some resemblance at the time. In fact, Tomy tried to market the device as a competitor to the Game Boy, but this was never going to fly with retailers. And here you can see that the UK catalogue company Argus decided to put it with the lowly LCD games. The Barcode Battler initially released at a £40 price point, which soon dropped to £33. When you consider that the Game Boy with Tetris came in at £49, you can see where most people went for their entertainment, me included. The Game Boy and Game Gear featured graphics and sound, and the Barcode Battler featured text and beeps. And a barcode scanner that many found to be on occasion unfit for purpose. But it did allow you to take barcodes from everyday items and turn them into fighting warriors, so there is that. A lesser known feature of the Barcode Battler was in the second model, released in 1992. There was a port that allowed it to be connected to a Famicom or Super Famicom, which allowed it to interact with a few games developed especially for it, but this was never implemented in the UK until it was. Initial impressions are good. The box has a classy sort of design showing you the system, with a warrior on top of it, who looks nothing like any of the warriors found in the game. And then, the first signs that something might be wrong occur when you read the spiel on the front. The sacred keys, made from register stone, which crystallized time, have been stolen. Your mission is to find the sacred keys and turn their mysterious powers against the forces of evil. Way too long, and crystallized time? What the Turn over, and the signs of what are to come get strong, because instead of the usual collection of a few pictures and quick description of the product meant to excite the potential purchaser, you get an entire bloody novel, including the history of the e-commerce conflict. Wow, what a boring title for a conflict. It reminds me of something out of the Star Wars prequels, but it allows you to take barcodes from everyday items and turn them into fighting warriors. So there's that. Once inside, we get our console itself. As far as I can tell, 8 different types of cards, including warrior cards, and 2 books, the instruction booklet and the personal attack booklet. Oh, and you better look after those damn cards. If you lose any of them, your whole system is useless. So let's see how to play this thing, and I suppose we had better start with the instruction booklet. I must say, I do like how they've done some of this in silver, and boy, is there a lot to this. And oh look, it's a history of the commerce conflict again. I do not need to see this again. It's on the box. Either have it on the box or in the manual. Don't need to do both. I'm not going to go through this again, but suffice to say, with the storyline and remembering how to use the console, it becomes extremely convoluted and tedious. Reading the description of the game just leaves you in a spin, and it's not just me saying this. I know a few people who've had this game and reported the same issue. The thing is, once you get past the manual and you go into the personal attack manual, the whole layout of the game is described by one simple diagram. Beat all the bad guys in each of the 5 light worlds in each area and go on to battle the big boss. Fine, a picture paints 1,000 words, and it definitely has done in this case. The rest of this manual shows you the bad guys you will come across in each section and gives you the various powers. Fair enough. It's like top trumps for people with barcode fetishes. Going back to the console itself, on the top you have the LCD, flanked by these two graphics, which I assume are supposed to be funky barcodes. Do the Shatner. Yeah. On each side you have the battle buttons and power buttons. Along the bottom of the screen you have a bank of 5 LCD lights to indicate the battle side, beneath which are the on and off button, the select button and the set button. Beneath them is the barcode reader itself, an optical device which accounted for the relatively high price of the machine. On back is a recess button for the sound, because you really don't want to switch off such beautiful sound. You have 3 options of games. 2-player, where you can both have cards and battle it out, but I have no friends, so fortunately there were 1-player options. The first one where you battle against enemies dreamt up at random by the computer. Or a second one where you get to battle the actual enemy cards. Yay! But there is one slight catch to this. To go onto the single player game where you battle the cards, you have to win the game where you battle opponents dreamt up by the computer. How really uninteresting. I would love to have gone straight to the cards first, have something physical, at least as physical as a card with a barcode can be, to battle against, rather than some statistics on a crappy LCD screen. So I'm not going to sit here and read this manual in enough detail to show you long, complex games or different modes. But I can do a sample game so you get the gist of what this is all about. Fortunately, there's an actual demonstration game in the manual, so let's take things easy and try that. Okay, so first of all, switch on. You then get to select the mode. For this game we're playing against the computer, so C1 it is and press set. Time to choose a warrior. For this we choose Mega Blaster and swipe him through the reader with the picture facing me. Now we need a wizard. We are told to choose Beast Feast and swipe that bugger through too. Then we have the options of the era number and light world number. We press set to go into light world 1. Now you can see the life energy, attack power and defense power of your enemy on the right. You must now choose whether it is the warrior or wizard who must fight them. You now press select until your champion of choice is shown. In this case, the wizard, and press set to confirm. Now you can choose your power card. In the instructions we are told to choose the life crystals and wipe it through the scanner. A random amount of life energy is now added. The computer now decides who battles first. If it is left, we can press the left battle button, and battle once more commences. Wait until the red lights finish, showing what damage you have done to your opponent. This goes on ad nauseum until you have wiped out your opponent, or more likely, they've wiped out you. I'm dead. Oh, Jesus. Choosing which of your 2 characters to attack, which weapon or spell, and letting rip. You can use things like life crystals to increase your life energy, magic points and survival points after an attack, but this is the basics of the game. Again, it's a more convoluted version of Top Trumps with some randomness thrown in as to how much damage has been done during the battle by the system, working your way through increasingly difficult statistics, warriors, until you beat the bad guy. I imagine there's not much replayability, and indeed the original owner bought this new and only played it once. The game does spout about its ability to make warriors from barcodes you find on everyday items, but here's one I made earlier, and it's pretty friggin' useless, a common complaint. This or Game Boy? This or Game Boy? This or Game Boy? This or Game Boy? So, after looking at the sample game, how convoluted it is, and with the inflow of comparatively priced Game Boys onto the market, you can see why, outside of Japan, this was not a success. Why it was a success in Japan, I'll never know, but they do have weird tastes. I'd like to thank Darren for his kind donation. This will go on permanent display once again, likely never to be touched again, and I'd like to thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, then please like it and subscribe. You can follow us on our Facebook group and Twitter, and if you wish to support the channel, you can do through Patreon. Other than that, just remains for me to say thank you very much for watching.
You're a dirty boy.